This is the individual who is going around abusing people, harming people, destroying the peace of other people, and he is actually fearing for his life. How can you go ahead? You are abusing someone who was probably going through tough times, or he is busy working through his day, and you are just there as a person trying to antagonize this individual because he's of a different race. He is a person who you don't have the same color. The individual I'm talking about is known as Judge the Builder. This is the individual who is now facing charges because he shot somebody known as Fox. So I believe those individuals who are from the United States of America are aware of this person. But this is a person who has a track record of going towards the black people, abusing them, antagonizing them in public just because of their color. Now he is facing probably a long time in jail. But something which also astonishes me is that the American society, that this whole issue of racial injustice, it is not something which is going to fade within the near future. And why am I saying this? This individual had created a give send go kind of a platform which is similar to a GoFundMe. And this individual said that Israel was destroyed due to Black Lives Matter movement. I can empathize with that. If the 2020 kind of riots led to the destruction of Israel rule, I can understand that. But from what I have read online, seems that this is an individual who is a streamer. He was a streamer, a kick streamer, but he was also kicked out. And I believe it is through this behavior that he was forced to be banned permanently from this platform. And also, he probably lost the job which he used to work, as I understood the statements which have been kind of following this individual closely, because of his behavior of trying to go again. How can I say, not against, but trying to trying to antagonize the black people. Yeah, I understand there are some individuals who are trying to say you need to ignore, you don't need to give these people some kind of platform or evidence to continue antagonizing you as an individual or you as a race. But I believe that's something which is easy said than done. Individuals, we as human beings, we go through tough times. Probably the individual who is trying to antagonize is someone who is going through, maybe his house is facing a foreclosure. Someone close to him or her is going through a debt, is going through tough times. But you as an individual, you are here trying to antagonize this individual, calling in an N word, trying to make some monkey noises, just trying to kind of distract the ordinary life of most individuals. And that's why I've come to realize that if you really read the history of the United States in terms of how they dealt with the slaves, slaves were usually counted as the property of the whites. So you as a black person, or as somebody who is a black person, was counted like a three-fifth of a person, of an actual person. He was a true property. So the slave trade mentality or the slave ownership mentality has not actually disappeared among the whites and most other races. And this is why you have individuals like Chad the Builder rioting all over the street, trying to antagonize other people who are going through their normal daily lives. And there is this thought I told you that the issue of race, especially in the United States, it's not something which is actually going to end anytime soon. Why am I saying that? I said he established a GoFundMe and he had around 100,000 Kenyan shilling, not 100,000 Kenyan shillings, $100,000 before this incident where he shot a person. And now he is actually that give send me go is actually $213,000. An individual even went ahead. One person donated more than $3,000 to this give send go, which means there are individuals who still strictly or strongly believe that the blacks are inferior people. They don't have to be respected. You can go ahead and antagonize them, and these blacks don't deserve any right to respond. But this time round, probably, maybe he may beat the judges, which he now faces. But at the end of the day, the individuals who he was entertaining online, because he had around 9,000 followers at his kick what website I can say. And after he shot somebody, I observed that he had more than 23,000 followers on Instagram. Maybe there are good reasons why they are interested to follow him, but also there are great reasons why this individual need to serve as an example to other people who are probably interested to antagonize other people. Maybe it can be a black person or a white person, whichever person it is who is going to disturb the peace of any given community or race. This case should serve an example to most people who are kind of trying to emulate this behavior. And this kind of, I understand in the United States or maybe different countries have different perspectives when it comes to freedom of speech. Yeah, you may go ahead and probably decide to call somebody N word, but at the end of the day, you need also to understand that there are going to be some individuals who are not going to take that gesture rightly. And now, see, you have put your business in a dire situation. At the same time, your kid, who is innocent, is going now probably to suffer repercussions or some challenges which you have now caused upon yourself. Anyway, for those individuals who are interested in this kind of content, opinions, ideas when it comes to American politics, like, subscribe, and also you can share. What are your thoughts when it comes to Chad the Builder? Should he serve as an example, or maybe this is what the American society is embracing concerning how the individuals are even contributing a huge chunk of resources in order to service or to fund the individuals or the lawyers who are going to defend his case. I would like your thoughts in the comment section. See you in my next one.